Hey, I'm Nick from Coastline Leather Goods. Thanks for joining me. Today we're going to be reviewing some leather. The leather we are reviewing is Dollaro from the, I want to make sure I pronounce this right, Conceria Walpier Tannery. I'm sure I'm butchering that. Apologies to anybody who speaks Italian. A little bit about this leather. This is an Italian veg tan leather. It is full grain. It has a very unique pebbled surface to it, which makes it visually very stunning. Yeah, with that, let's go ahead and jump into our likes and dislikes. What I really like about this leather, above all else, is how it looks. It has that pebbled luxury look to it. You see this in handbags at the designer stores. It's got this very signature look to it. It's really unique. It's really cool. It's beautiful. It comes in a variety of colors, which are all very beautiful. They're on kind of the more, they're on the darker side. So a lot of the reds and the blues, they're very deep, rich colors. They're not sort of light and bright, which I actually think is very cool, especially if you're going for that more luxury look. They're very polished and nice looking. And the other thing that I like about it, due to that look, it feels really nice. It has that pebbled feel to it. It feels nice in your hand. It's a beautiful leather, and it feels great. Some things I don't like about it, it's a very stiff leather. If you're making something with a few layers to it, for example, I made a clutch recently, and I think at its thickest point I had about 6 layers of 3-ounce Dollaro, and punching through those layers with my stitching iron was incredibly challenging. Even more challenging was trying to get the stitching iron out after doing that. So that's been a little bit challenging. And even for simple card holders, it's so rigid and stiff that getting the cards in and out, you have to wrestle with it a little bit. I would like this leather to be a little bit more soft and pliable. And I think if you want something that looks like this leather but is more soft and pliable, a vachetta might be a better option. Stay tuned, there's going to be a review for that as well. As beautiful as this leather is, and it's premium and full grain and veg tan, it's very stiff. A little too stiff for my liking. The other thing that's challenging about it is because of that pebbled textured top to it, edge beveling is a little tricky. With a smooth leather, once that edge bevel starts going, it's kind of like cutting wrapping paper for a gift. Once it kind of hits, you can almost glide. When the top is pebbled, like Dollaro, it's very hard to kind of get that glide going. So edge beveling can be a little bit tricky. The other thing that's challenging is skiving. I'm not really sure why, maybe due to the stiffness of the leather, but skiving, for example, T-pockets for a wallet, it's really hard, and I feel it dulling my skiving knife also. I have to sharpen it a bunch of times. So yeah, not as easy to work with as some other leathers. If the look and feel is super important to you, you might battle through those things to finish your piece in this leather. At the same time, I think there's other leathers that you could use that look as good as this, but are easier to work with. And the last thing, of course, is that it is a premium price to get this leather. It's Italian, it's veg tan, it's full grain. It's going to cost a few bucks. And like I have said in other videos, if you're making pieces that you're going to sell, you just have to make sure that you're pricing them in a way that makes sense to you when you're buying expensive leather. That's just the deal. Overall rating, I love the look of it. I don't really love how challenging it is to work with. I'm going to give this one a 6 out of 10. Thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned for more leather reviews.